I think the growth that I've been experiencing during quarantine has been really across the board. Um, I've been taking time to work on my mental health. I've been talking to my therapist more. I've been really trying to be accountable, really trying, like, when you're in close proximity to people, I feel like we are during quarantine, to our family members maybe, or to in close proximity to a routine inside the house. You know what I mean? That can sometimes lead to clashings, whether it be with the people or even with yourself, in your own mind, in your own psyche. You know what I mean? You can hit walls. So I feel like it was it was all the more prudent during quarantine to start to take time to really work on my mental health and work on those relationships and work on coexisting better. So during quarantine, Zoom sessions turned into me recording voice notes over beats that homies would send me. And when we got the opportunities to get like a small amount of people into a studio, try to execute, because it really, I feel like I really never realized that how dependent I was on the team when it comes to actually just being able to put something on wax, like, so it tested that at the beginning of quarantine, but we found a way. So all of the above, we try to get together when we can, and when we're at the house, mostly I work on just getting into that space, getting alone, getting my head right, getting into that zone, and just trying to create, trying to really just have like a session alone. Like when I'm in that space, when I'm alone, I think I've been trying to listen to old records and find new inspiration. But overall, I feel like my process hasn't necessarily changed too much. I felt like I hit a couple walls with like the proximity, and so that changed how we approached it. But I feel like it just changed how we connected. Not that I was trying to find a new form or a new way to be inspired. We had submitted the album like close to a year before, like most of the songs were completed about a year before we dropped them. So when the pandemic happened, we really had to pivot. And I think just like you said, uh, all of these things happened for a reason. We were able to really gear the message of the album to be more urgent, because people really needed therapy, and people really resonated with the message, and people really resonated with the way that we rolled it out, and the timing of it all. Um, I think was all the more meaningful because of, like, in spite of the situation that we were in. Like we came up with the name for the album on the basis of approaching the album like a therapy session, approaching it like I was sharing. Like I was sharing, and when people resonate with it and when people respond to it, it's like it would be some sort of larger connection based session with like everybody that connects with the music. And yeah, so it really, I feel like just the name itself rings like the bell rings louder because of the pandemic, and maybe because of how disconnected everybody was, searching for ways to connect, and really feeling alone. I feel like some of the things that were talked about on the album, and just it was a really pivotal time. And a lot of these records were about really hard things, and to be able to move past them and to get to a place where we were ready to share them, and then for the pandemic to happen, that was like, it was really hard. And so having people like Idris Elba, like who heard the music, and it really touched them, and to see that vision, and for people like all the people that really helped us, like push the needle forward within like on the label side, from like Spotify, from some of the the DSPs and the partners. Like, I think they all realized that urgency, and they realized the opportunity for connection, and they realized the opportunity for the music that that really touches my heart. That's that like beautiful music like Bob Marley's music. Like we wanted to make records that really touch people like that and really sat with people like that and grew with people like that. So when the pandemic hit, like I felt really blessed for us to be able to see that when we dropped these records. And so I think the name Alt Therapy just has to do with what the end goal is, what the music is about, the honesty, like the personal growth, the wealth that exists within that. It's about nothing else.